so your belief is you're telling me I can have anything I desire, but then the man is promised something that I don't desire.
In
So
heaven,
how is that not
if the man goes
contradictory?
there,
And I
and
don't-
he
and the
wants,
woman as well.
he wants you and other women, and you want only him.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
who's granted
So,
that?
so I'm asking you now to tell me. I
asking
will
you-
answer. Don't you get it?
No, because I just want you.
You see
to
that
answer
you're not
me.
allowing me to establish a framework. What I'm doing is establishing a framework to understand.
You're just using a lot of words for not answering the actual question.
I mean, I was going to put it another way. When you ask that question, that you want something for your husband in the hereafter, are you basing that on your understanding in this world, or are you basing it on what your understanding will be in the hereafter?
So he said that I will be granted, if I get to heaven, I will be granted anything my soul desires. So I
So do you understand what that means?
I desire my husband to just be married to me.
That's in the, you said that in the present tense. He's saying in the hereafter, in the future,
There will be
you
no
will be
contradiction.
given what you desire, not what you desire now. So
So what will I desire then? You tell me what am I going to
Very good
desire.
question.
Right now, that's
Yeah,
what I
exactly.
desire.
It's a very good
If I
question.
die now and go to heaven, I desire that.
So what we understand from that therefore is the way you're judging the hereafter by the standards in this world, that creates a conflict. And that's
Yeah,
the contradiction
so
that
I'm
he's
asking-
that's the
what I'm
contradiction
asking.
that my brother's trying to get across to you.
How do we reconcile if I drop dead, go to heaven, and this is my soul's desire, but that's my husband dies as well, and that's what he's granted. So who's granted their desires? What I desire. in my
According to the
soul-
laws of the hereafter,
What?
not according to this world. That's what he's trying to get across to you. That if you're judging the
So
laws,
what's it
just one
gonna
second.
be?
Just one. Yeah, that's very good.
You're not actually answering. You're just saying.
So the solution is now
Sorry,
what?
go.
You can't judge the laws of the hereafter by your desires in this world. Why?
But you
this,
do.
Because this world
Like,
is
for
a world.
example,
This world
within
is
Islamic
comedian.
context,
A world
everything
is
you get in the world of heaven is earthly things. Why?
I can't hear you because of that.
But I'm listening to you, and I've also granted him speaking as well.
But he's a
I'm
heckler.
I'm not saying he
Yeah,
can't.
so are you.
I'm not
I can prove
saying
it.
they
He's a
can't.
heckler.
And you're a jihadist, that's fine.
My intention
what I'm
is
saying
to
is-
say-
Yeah.
So
As you do too.
in your belief system,
Okay.
if you
Wait,
end
but you're
up,
jumping away.
if you-
She
if
raises
you are
the
in
question.
heaven,
If you both
your
go to
husband
heaven
wants
and the woman
more
demands, for
wives than
example,
yourself,
wait a
and
second,
you want
but you
him
don't
alone.
have wives in heaven
Yeah.
in
happens?
Christianity.
That's
So
what I'm
how does that
asking you.
work?
I don't know.
So I
you
want
tell
you to
me.
tell me,
Wait, but
how do you
you've just flipped the
reconcile a
question.
contradiction in your belief system?
But
That's
I'm
not our
asking
system.
you. I'm asking
look,
you
your
because
system's
you're-
earth-based.
Firstly,
You're telling
firstly,
me, you
Christ
told
said
me
you'll get
become
married
a
in heaven.
Muslim because of this.
What
I'm
I'm-
saying this is why I'm not a
No,
Muslim.
what I'm
so
trying to
please tell me
establish-
why I should be a Muslim.
I am
Answer
going to
my
tell
question.
you. I am saying,
By the way, your
in the
question was actually really
hereafter,
good.
in
If
the
you do go to
hereafter,
heaven and your
there
husband
is
loves
no
100 wives and you want
contradictions
one husband, how's that work?
available. You cannot have contradictions.
But you can.
So then what
So-
happens when we
so
get to
now-
heaven?
now in
What
heaven-
happens?
in heaven,
Well, then
Yeah.
you
you
answer for it.
will
Otherwise,
not
you persist.
ask for contradictory things because the law over there
So then,
from
So then
God
I
will
is
just-
override
that
his
so
will.
then
Can I finish my
what if
response?
my soul desires something
Look,
that's contradictory
in
to
the
my
what
husband,
heaven,
yeah, exactly.
your
How's that
soul will
Yeah.
be freed from generating absurdity and contradictions.
So basically, your
How do we know
husband's
this?
will
Because
override your
I
will? Is
am-
that
how
how
do
it
we-
is?
how do you know this?
Why
How-
is
you
it
know how do we know
absurd
this?
for me to want my
Let me-
husband to only be with
let me
me in
finish
the
my statement.
afterlife instead of having
Let
72
me finish my
babies and me
statement.
having to share?
How do we know there won't be any absurdities, contradictions? The Quran tells us that even though there will be, for example, drinks to be had in heaven,
What kind of
they will not intoxicate. So automatically,
What kind of drinks?
wine.
Wine?
But they will not intoxicate.
In heaven?
They will not give headaches. They will not give all of this toxicity that we see in today's
So
drinks in
why
this world.
drink it?
That means,
what's the
that
water?
means in heaven,
If heaven only has
you
water in it,
have
what's
the
the point of that?
pleasure, what you desire.
Okay.
But
I
the-
don't desire alcohol.
But what if you
I am
desire to be
explaining.
drunk?
What I desire,
But
you get that?
though,
what
I
will be
desire is
taken
my husband
away
to only be married
is
to me in the
what will be
afterlife.
taken away is the bad effects and side effects and the contradictions and
Is
absurdities
being married
that will
when
be
you
there.
drink.
So me,
So that's
wanting,
why-
so
that's
me
why.
wanting one husband to be only married to me, that's the absurdity.
Yep, according to
But
him.
I'm saying in
what
heaven,
way- in what
you, don't,
way-
you don't get me.
Why in heaven
Yeah,
is
just
that
rephrase it.
absurd?
So what he means is that just as the the evils of alcohol are not going to be present in the alcohol in the hereafter.
What's evil about wanting one husband?
the envy and the jealousy that you may have in this world will
It's
not be
not
present
about
in the
envy and
hereafter.
jealousy.
Did you
It's
get that?
about just.
You
Did
understand?
you get it?
So why would a man want 100 wives in
Feel
heaven?
jealousy if the
you-
husband is given
you
something
That is
understand?
lust.
and you're...
But what if it's not to do with envy and jealousy? What if that's just what my soul desires? Because you said
Yeah, but you're
I
asking
can
a
have
Muslim
whatever my
about the
soul
Muslim paradigm
desires.
of
Isn't a
heaven.
man wanting
So
100
then,
wives
but you're
lust?
not
So you have
really,
to go
you're
by-
not
does your
really
lust
selling
maintain?
for me. Why would I want to be a
In our
Muslim?
paradigm,
not to
He
do with
asked
selling,
me
it's to
why
do
you
with
I'm
would not
He
us
asked me why I'm
generate
not
a
Muslim.
contradiction.
Okay, so whose will
You
overrides
understand
whose
that
will?
You can't. You. It's a
So,
contradiction.
hang on. So now, to understand this framework of contradiction and how it's reconciled in our
There's only
framework,
one problem here.
I am going to ask you this question.
You being
In heaven,
wanting one husband,
can you
means
ask
that you're jealous.
God
Does your husband want 100
contradictory
wives and that
things?
he's lustful?
I can. You told
Who
me
wins?
What it was
that
you
I
saw
will
on
get
David's
whatever my
Excuse me?
soul desires.
I am simply now
Hey
going to
man,
assess your framework.
Jihadi Joe's phone here.
In
If
your
If you
framework,
want to assess
Hey,
my
go ahead, go
framework,
ahead.
In your
that's
framework-
okay, but you haven't answered my
in
question.
your framework,
whether you
have
are
an
into
answer.
would you be granted
Oh, wait,
contradictory
okay,
things?
Well, I'm here helping
No.
out Mansur. He's
So
he's better than
God
he's better than
would not grant you what you desire.
Give me 2 minutes.
Akhi, have you got
So
Hashim?
he
Bring
doesn't
Hashim.
grant
Bring
me
him
what
to
my
ask him a
soul
question.
desires.
No, I want to
then.
understand your framework. So in your framework, what you're saying
that's
is,
what you're saying.
wait a moment. In your framework,
Yeah.
you are telling us that whatever you desire, God will not give you that. You've just
No.
What if you desire
No.
lustful things?
Sorry?
Would God give you that too?
I'm saying,
Like 100 wives?
you said my soul
not in your
desires.
framework.
Well, what's about yours?
In my framework, I don't think that men will be granted 72 virgins.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly. Exactly.
In your framework,
Okay.
would God grant you whatever you desire?
No, because the only thing you desire is God. So that is the very thing you're getting, not
Don't worry
some
about it.
lustful gifts,
He's
so
got
like
some-
having
he's
a
got
husband,
some-
Would
husband
you
or 100
get
wives.
what you desire?
That is not in any way
It depends
virtuous.
what you're desiring.
Yeah,
Exactly, that's
your
what we
desire
say.
should only be God.
If you desire
So
something
does a Muslim
contradictory,
desire anything other
would you
than
get
Allah,
it?
for example?
No, but this is what I'm saying. I don't think that. Why is it contradictory that God's allowing men?
So we have affirmed the framework.
It still doesn't make sense that I
Yeah, but
get
that's
what
another
my
way.
soul
we've affirmed the
desires.
framework.
You've
In your
just said I
framework-
get what my soul desires, but then is there?
Correct me if I've misunderstood
Am I
you.
not allowed to get what my
No,
soul
please.
desires?
Correct me if I've misunderstood you.
You have.
There
In
are
your,
conditions
in your
to
framework,
it, right?
you would not get everything
No,
you
it
desire.
doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
In fact, what
That's
you,
Unless,
in
it's,
fact,
unless there's
I'm-
conditions.
Your religion as a whole is contradictory.
Okay.
That's fine.
in your framework,
That's
as I
your
said,
religion,
correct me if I've misunderstood.
Yeah.
In your framework, you would not desire which is contradictory because God would not grant
Well,
you
no,
contradictory
that's
things.
your framework.
Is that correct?
Actually, you claim that apparently.
We weren't talking about my framework.
about
I
yours.
just want
You
the
should have
question
flipped it.
answered.
We are comparing
Well,
the two.
no, no, no. Well,
So
we're
in
talking
your
about Islam
framework,
right now.
have I
So,
understood
you can talk about
correctly
Christianity
that
afterwards.
My
But I'm-
You
framework
would
is
not
that
desire-
what you've said is actually contradictory.
We'll talk about
be
Islam.
open to
Let's
assess
hear Islam.
your framework?
But
So-
Well, no,
we're
because
talking about
have
your
I
framework.
understood
Question
correctly?
your
You're
framework.
asking
We're
me.
waiting for you.
You
But
asked
you're
me.
interrupting
me.
I'm not a
So I can do the same
Muslim.
thing.
Sorry, have I
I'm
understood?
not because it's
Well, unfortunately,
contradicting.
you haven't
You're not
understood the
addressing
question.
the question.
Neither has he. He's not
But
helping
you
you
haven't
anymore. It's
addressed
weird.
any of them.
As I said,
You've not
I have
answered
answered
any
you
of them.
No, you haven't. All you
When
said
I
is that
stated-
contradiction
You're
will
just
happen.
using a lot
When
of
I-
words. You're giving different analogies, but you actually haven't answered
Let
the
me
question
rephrase
question.
what I said.
Okay.
In our
Wait,
framework,
first of all, what's the question?
in our framework,
You know what the question is, by the way?
whatever the soul desires,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's not an absolute statement. It is understood within
So
the
it's
framework
a relative
itself.
one.
And
So
that
am
framework
I allowed
is
to
please,
desire?
please.
Am I allowed to
Oh,
desire
please.
my husband to have one
Man,
Can I
don't
wife?
cry.
finish my
Answer the question.
statement?
You're a da'i.
Am I allowed?
Can I finish
No,
my
no, no,
statement?
cry.
Okay, and then
Thank
I'll
you.
ask you one
Thank you.
question.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
When the Quran says, وَمَا تَشْتَهِي الْأَنفُسِ, whatever the soul desires,
Okay.
it is to be understood in the framework that Islam provides about heaven or paradise or Jannah. Within that framework, no absurdity and contradiction is possible. That means a recipient or the occupant of paradise, when they end up there, they would not desire contradictions
So whose
and
will
absurdities.
overrides whose will?
Why? Because God would create us in such a way
Yeah.
free from demanding, requesting, desiring
Yeah.
anything
So
that
if
will be
a man
absurd
wants 100
or
wives
contradictory.
and his wife
So
wants
your question,
one husband,
if I
how
desire
does that
something
work?
is contradictory, would not even arise.
So
That's your
okay.
point,
That's
not
my
mine.
framework.
So it's absurd for me
That's
to want to get
not
to
mine.
heaven and want
We don't
to.
believe in that.
David, because it's talking porn movie.
You can come a bit closer if you can't hear me.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't hear you. Too much noise.
Come closer. Your ear is not fitting. Your old age.
I can hear you over him.
I can't hear you. So I have to keep on asking. Say it again.
Come
That's
to
because you can hear well.
Sorry,
In
what
your
are you
ears
saying?
maybe once in a while.
Can you focus on it, please?
I'm still waiting for the answers to be given. So Mansur, the contradiction is as follows. If supposedly you are a man and you go to heaven in Islam and have 100 wives, but your own wife
Sorry, what were
simply
you
wants
saying?
one single husband.
So
What
you're
happens then?
saying it's absurd for me to want to get to heaven and have one husband
Apparently so.
with just me? It's absurd for me not to say, yeah, I'm happy to be one of the 72 virgins or to share him. That's absurd. No.
You yourself said absurd. Remember what I said?
Well, that's what
No,
you said.
you
actually.
used the word
You said it was absurd.
You
No.
said
in
it's
heaven,
That's what
there
you
is
said.
no
No, hold on,
absurdity.
hold on.
Okay,
You
so
said
there
it's
is no
an-
contradiction.
So you're using the word absurd. So whatever I'm saying, you're implying that's absurd.
No.
Because
Don't get me wrong.
well, it
What I'm saying
clearly
is this.
contradicts
What I'm
you're
saying is, when people go in heaven, they are refined individuals.
So why would you want 100
That
wives to
means-
refine?
That means
Because
the pleasure,
wanting 100
the
wives is
contentment,
lustful.
The happiness.
So if
the
you're
peace that
refined,
people
you'll
desire,
get rid of your lust and
it's
not
not
want
gonna
100
be
wives.
like, imagine now
So
somebody
why is that
says,
promised to you in heaven?
imagine someone says, I want to be the only happy person in heaven. I don't want anyone to be happy. That's not going to happen. Because it generates a contradiction where every occupant in heaven should
So
be happy.
you're saying if a man wants 100 wives
So
and
the
his
man
wife
can
only
only be
wants
happy
one,
with
Then
seventy
then
two
supposedly
virgins.
the husband's will overrides the wife's
individual
will.
who's an occupant of heaven
Yeah.
is not going to wish things which are contradictory or absurd.
So that means that a
it's
man won't
absurd
wish
for me to
for 100
want my
wives?
husband to just be married to me.
In heaven, if that
In
creates
heaven,
peace,
it's absurd for a woman to want one husband
Apparently so.
and not want her husband to have 72 virgins
let me answer.
also.
Let me answer.
But I
If
don't
you want,
think- I
if
don't
you
think
want,
you're
if
actually-
you want
Okay,
one husband only,
yeah.
and your husband wants, in contradiction to that,
Uh-huh.
many wives,
Okay.
there is a generation of contradiction.
Okay, so
So
who
why,
wins?
Now,
so
wait,
why
wait.
isn't him
Oh,
wanting
please,
lots of wives
please,
the
please.
contradiction?
Let me
Stop
finish.
crying, Mansur.
Why isn't that
What
the
I am
contradiction?
saying.
Why is it what I'm saying is
You're not
absurd,
listening.
but him having 72 virgins is not
Answer
the
that.
contradiction?
You're not,
It's not
you're not,
absurd.
Answer that
you're not
question.
listening.
That's the
You're
main
not
topic.
answering what
I
I'm
am
saying.
saying.
Even I want to know.
I am saying.
Why?
If two occupants in heaven desire things which are contradictory,
Who wins?
that very
I'm not Muhammad.
desire which generates contradiction will not be there.
So,
Don't read
so
this out.
who gets their desires?
Your
Does it-
desire and his desire,
Yep.
So
you will
my
see.
desire has to
Look,
change.
Who wins?
You will see in heaven
Okay.
what the desire would
So
be.
basically,
because there
there's no
will be
answer.
No
We're just gonna wait and
contradiction.
see.
But
Because
okay.
as I said, I'm
Okay.
going to just finish this.
So the answer is there is
But
no
you
answer.
still haven't answered my
In a
question.
Christian heaven, you've affirmed already. If your husband
You're
wants
changing things
many wives,
because we were told
and
by
you want
Jesus
him
very
only,
explicitly
that
that you
is
don't
not
get married in
going to be
heaven.
Granted, you affirmed that already.
Well,
Why?
you don't
I
get married in
didn't say
heaven.
that.
So
So,
would you be granted?
well, hold on a second. What
Your
about
husband
you?
won
Wait,
many
wait, wait,
wives,
wait.
and you
I
went
will
to
answer
you're
you if
taking
you
back the
answer
question.
any of my questions
Exactly.
because you've not
Look,
answered
Give us an
any.
know what
answer,
you're doing?
and then we'll answer you.
So,
I have
so
answered.
when a man
Mansur,
gets to
answer us.
heaven, are we going to find out then if he gets 72 virgins?
Exactly.
Or do we know right now that's what's going to happen?
Tell us, Mansur.
Yes or no?
As I've explained to you,
You haven't
paradigm.
yet. All you said
in
is that when you
which
get there, then you find out.
there are
But we want an
refined
answer now.
occupants.
Can we know now
Nobody refined.
if truly
You're using
we
a lot
will
of words,
be
but
people?
it's a simple
That's
yes
my
or
framework
no.
from the Quran. The
does
Quran
it-
says there will be no jealousy,
This is it.
no
Well,
hatred.
this
We
is-
want you to pull out
Yeah.
your phone and
So
tell us.
any
What's the role of
individual,
Muhammad?
Who says
At
it's
least-
anything
What's
to
the
do with
role of
you? All I
Muhammad?
want to know is, do
Excuse
you
me.
guarantee
That was
to
Muhammad.
know?
I find that you're not listening to my point.
You're lying.
It was
In
Muhammad.
our
It was
paradigm,
Muhammad.
You've taken
you
a lot
have
of my
to-
time and
You have
asked
Mansur.
one
You have
you
Mansur.
question.
have to be
Like Muhammad.
sincere and honest.
Like Muhammad.
I am.
So,
now
what is my paradigm?
can you?
As I've explained to you for all that time, now tell me what is my paradigm?
Honestly, I just want to know what the answer to
What
my
is my
question is.
paradigm?
Mansur,
As I've explained to you for
hold
all
on.
that
Why
long,
We
do,
haven't
why
given
do
you an
I
answer
have to explain your own
Yeah.
paradigm?
Have you understood?
You've explained it for so long. I just want the
Have you
answer to
understood
my
my
one
paradigm?
That's why I want to see
question.
Mansur.
have you understood my
One
paradigm?
answer to my one
Sure.
question.
Where is
So,
it?
Have you-
so when men get to
Excuse me.
heaven, are they granted 72 virgins? Is that 100% going to happen?
If
do
their wife
we
won't
know
answer.
it right here now in this present test, or do we find out
would
when
like
we get
to
to
answer
heaven?
that question.
Please answer.
Don't
But-
lie to the deep, by the way.
One thing I want to
That's what
affirm
you heard
from
me
you
say.
is
Can we
this.
answer without a but?
Excuse me. Have you understood my paradigm?
We're still
I'll
waiting for your
answer
answer.
when you answer my question.
If you haven't understood, I'll explain it again for you.
Well, wait for your
No,
answer.
because I don't want you to keep explaining.
Have you
this.
understood
I just
it?
want you to
Well, wait for your
answer my
answer.
question.
Have you understood it?
What was the answer? What was the answer?
But no,
Have
I
you
don't have
understood
an
it?
answer. I don't have
What's
an
the answer? Repeat it. Repeat the answer. Repeat the answer. Repeat the answer. You didn't hear us. Okay, great. Try again. Try again.
Why can't
You
I
keep
just hear
interjecting.
your
Try
You
again.
should ask him, why do you come here
Like
evangelizing
you're interjecting right now, and it's fine for you to do so.
I just
Like
want
Mansur
to know
said.
the answer to my question.
Right,
He
what's the answer?
approached me, and then you approached me,
He's answered it, right?
and then no.
So what was the
What was
Why
it
did you understand my paradigm?
He hasn't given a paradigm.
What is my
I
paradigm?
He's just
understand that
stated
you're
things.
avoiding answering the question.
Yeah.
I offered
with a
you
lot of
Give us the
words.
answer.
robust paradigm.
Hey, what's the robust? Give us the
What's the paradigm?
answer.
What's the
Please,
paradigm?
give us the answer.
If you're sincere, you will be able to
It's
tell me
wrong.
that I have listened and understood, or I have
I've
not
listened,
listened and
but
understood.
okay. Please explain a little bit better because my brain isn't smart enough to understand.
Maybe
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing this better,
That is
but
true.
because of his interruption, you're not able to
Muhammad
understand.
did say that.
Men get guaranteed
He said that.
72 virgins in heaven. Yes or no?
I'll
I feel
explain
like
to you
it's
my
this
paradigm.
easy.
Again, once again. If you haven't understood the paradigm,
Yeah,
I
but
am
we
going
haven't
to
gotten an
explain
answer
to you
yet.
once more time. One
Because
more
don't forget, what we're asking for is
But
as simple as
yes,
this.
that okay?
I'd
If
love
a
a yes or
woman
no.
wants one husband, well, her husband
paradise,
is 100 wives. Whose will overrides whose will in heaven?
Occupant, are you able to listen?
Who's the primary occupant? The
I
man.
am, but like, I just don't feel like you're answering my
Yeah.
question.
Look,
He's
your
understanding
question,
my question.
your,
You're
as
not.
you said,
Listen to the
if you
answer.
are listening, you'll be able to understand.
But there is no answer,
I am
Mansur.
listening.
Paradigm is
What-
With
where's
all
the
due
answer?
respect, you're using so many words that I can't just. I'm
Which
like,
word do you not understand?
That's his problem
It's
because
not
he's.
that-
No, I hear him. I'm still waiting for the answer.
It's
It's
not.
Mansur's problem. Well, yeah, you try. You try.
I don't think I.
Yo, beard, you try it. Big beard, you try it.
Because
Black beard,
because
give it a try, man. Let's try it.
Me?
no, him.
So he can't explain it.
But you're
All
not
right.
talking
And
to
he
me.
comes
you're
here and he
talking to
keeps
me.
yapping. to me.
So he can't
I don't think
explain
I'll be able
what
to
Mansur
explain it.
said. So who's listening?
Hear the
So
words coming
why
out of
don't
my
you
mouth.
just talk to him so he can answer my question?
So as I said,
Instead you can
Try
tell him
again.
stuff about him, but I
as
just
I
want an
said,
answer to my question.
as I said many times, explaining the paradigm,
Okay.
in heaven, people who are the occupants of heaven. They are refined.
Have you asked him about the schedule?
And one of the refinement is they would not desire anything that generates a contradiction or absurdity. And I've given you examples from the Quran
Okay.
using that they will not have hatred or jealousy, things like this, or even the things that they wish for,
Okay.
like they would not wish for, I want wine that intoxicates me. No, because
Let's
God
not bring
already,
wine into
I
this.
am,
We can-
I am,
we can just
look,
use-
look.
Okay.
You're not listening to the paradigm.
When you start giving examples of wine, you're losing me. Let's just talk. All I'm talking about
What's
is men
losing?
and women.
What's
You're
losing in
me.
this one example?
Because I don't want to
What's
talk
the
about
difference
wine.
between these two? Wine of
Because
heaven.
one's wine and drinking it or not, and one is if women can have one husband and
You
men
got
can
it
just have one.
all out of place. The wine of this world and the wine of the hereafter in heaven, what's the difference in these type of
Okay, so I'm not getting it. So can we, instead of bringing wine into it,
So
can we
can
just
I
speak
explain
about
to you
men
so you
and
can
women?
get it?
So
No, can we
you've
explain,
jumped to wine.
Can we explain
And there's
the
no
men and
point
women?
discussing any further.
But now you're
Okay.
talking about the whole
We don't
thing.
have to.
Look, if you
But you
can't get
haven't
it,
answered my
look,
question.
as you
Mansur,
said,
stop yelling,
You're
Mansur.
bringing
If you
alcohol
cannot
into
get
it. I
it-
don't drink alcohol,
Excuse
so
me,
we don't
listen,
need
listen,
to talk
listen.
about alcohol.
if
All
you
need
cannot
to
get
talk
it,
about is men and
then I
women.
cannot explain to you because you
So,
can't get it.
so explain it
Mansur,
in
there
men
was
and
no
women,
answer.
not alcohol.
Look,
Yeah, men
whatever
and
I
women.
say and explain, because you can't get it.
But you're not
Mansur,
trying.
you're not using the actual
You're not
example
trying.
to
You're
address.
bringing alcohol
Look,
into it. You're bringing
if I
wine.
give you
Why do we
anything,
have
you
to?
will say I don't get it. No.
But the
What's
one,
the point?
So
the one
answer the
that you
question
haven't
directly.
given me is the one thing I'm
Because you-
asking.
Yeah.
I
Because you're
did
not
give you, but you
explaining men
didn't
and
get it.
women, you're explaining
You
wine.
didn't get it.
I'm not asking about
You
wine.
haven't explained this.
No, there is no
properly.
You get it.
Because you're not bringing wine into it.
Oh no, Blackbeard, you're gonna run. Blackbeard, you're gonna run.
If
But
he
Blackbeard,
doesn't have
I thought you guys were good at doing this.
If he,
But Blackbeard,
if he doesn't
you
want to
guys are
finish
meant
the
to be in
conversation,
Holland.
that's okay.
And
You
it
can
was
just
an
agree to
apology.
disagree.
And you failed.
All I
What a
wanted,
shame.
all I
What a
wanted to
shame.
do was an answer
What
to
a
that
shame.
question.
So let's leave it there.
I personally don't know the answer.
What I'm saying is, let's leave it there.
Okay.
Because you've admitted, this is a self-confession, that you don't get it.
So you can explain it.
No.
Okay.
I don't get.
Have a nice day.
So you're
Take
bad
care.
at explaining things.
Oh,
Okay. Dawah dash. Dawah dash. Dawah dash. Dawah dash. Dawah dash. That's amazing. Welcome back, by the way.
How did you do?
Welcome back. Amazing, amazing. So,
Happy with you.
I think that deserves a wrap up. That was a great point.
It was.
I'm delighted.
I can ask you at the end, but I think
It's worked out now.
Okay, sis, wrap up.
well, that should have a shirt.
What would they sis?
Go ahead.
So, my question was, he's telling me in Islam, I get my heart's desire. My heart desire is to have one woman, one husband, but then in the Quran, the husbands are promised 72 virgins. So who gets their heart's desire? What wish gets granted?
72 is a metaphor to explain the abundance. For the infinity life, 70 is not
Is
enough.
72 more than one?
No, it is
Sir, is 72 more than one?
70 is metaphor.
Okay, is it a metaphor for more than one? Okay, all right.
Right. Wrap up.
God bless you.
He wouldn't answer. He kept using a lot of words, but not actually answering my question.
Then he tries to run to the Bible and you know
Yeah, and he's trying to ask me, like, he approached me asking me why I'm not Muslim. I gave an answer, but he's not actually convinced me why I should be Muslim. He's just, I don't know.
I remember.
Read the Quran. Yeah, read the Quran.
I've read a little, yeah, but I read what he, I read what I told him.
All right, how about you?
I don't believe in karma.
That's nonsense. Read the Bible. All right. No, but again, great question, and actually a great point to actually explicate a contradiction in the Quran. Effectively, Mansur's answer is twofold. The first one is one person's will override the other person's will because you can't have a contradiction. So both desires at once can't be fulfilled. So somebody's will has to override the other person's will. Now, what I want to know is, will it be the wife's will that will override the husband's will? Or will it be the husband's will that will override the wife's will? We don't actually know.
That's why he wouldn't answer.
And his second answer was, we'll find out when we get there.
Yeah.
But that's not a good enough reason to join a religion where I don't know what I'm being promised.
But also, aren't they already promised the 72 virgins here?
In the Hadith.
So they
And
know it
eternal
now in the
erections as
present,
well.
right?
Yeah.
But then when it comes to my heart's desires, I won't know until I get to heaven.
Nope.
So how is that fair? How
It's
does that
not.
make sense?
It's not fair. So actually, I guess for that reason, you, as a woman, have no reason to be a Muslim.
No.
Okay.
And I don't think any woman should be. If you love yourself, no, it's not for you. It's not for you.
Fair enough. Fair
It's
enough.
not for you.
Please, if you don't understand something from Quran, ask the people who understand.
Are you
The people from the Quran can't answer.